Deputy Prime Minister Sean Richards returned from an overseas engagement, during which time Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris revoked the ministerial appointments of Richards and 5 other cabinet members. Several party supporters were on hand to meet him, while the news media taking the opportunity to quiz Richards on the latest political development. Glenn Batt reports from the Robert L. Bratcher International Airport.
We are awaiting the arrival of the Honorable Sean K. Richards. And outside of the arrivals area are members of the People's Action Movement, party supporters with their flags. Now, his arrival comes perhaps in a strange kind of a way, because he was away in the United States attending a funeral when he was fired by the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Timothy Harris. We are here to meet him and ask him a few questions about what is the situation in regards to himself and the People's Action Movement, as well as his co-partner in CCM. So we are waiting. In just a short while, we expect him to exit, and we'll ask him some questions. The act of firing you as from the cabinet, has that really done any damage to the People's Action Movement and to the cause with PAM and CCM?
This absolutely has not done any damage to the cause of the People's Action Movement or CCM. As a matter of fact, I think it has given our supporters a greater resolve in ensuring, as I said a few weeks ago, that after the next general elections that Dr. Harris would not be the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. That is certain.
Looking ahead, Mr. Richards, the whole idea of bringing in the overseas voters and place it in also in the context of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, is it a wise thing for the large-scale import of voters into the Federation?
I don't think it is, and it is left to be seen what is going to happen on election day. Again, what I am certain about on election day is that after the elections would have passed, Dr. Harris would no longer be the Prime Minister.
How confident do you feel about the number of candidates that you all have running? Do you believe that you'll maintain the current seats? And in relation to constituency number 8, who will be running in that constituency?
That decision will be taken hopefully by the end of this week. What I can say is that for constituency number 8, you have a number of persons who has indicated an interest in contesting that particular seat. So I am not fearful in terms of finding a candidate for that seat.
How strong will be the PAM-CCM connection post-election 2022?
The PAM-CCM connection will be an extremely strong one. This is real unity. PAM and CCM are working together to ensure that the promises which were promised to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis prior to 2015, that they are delivered upon. Dr. Harris has hijacked the government, and because of his failed leadership, we have not been able to deliver on some of the promises that we made to the people. But we have every commitment to deliver on those promises coming from PAM and CCM.
And there we had it, the outgoing Deputy Prime Minister, former Deputy Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, returning from an engagement in the United States, speaking to us about the future, the upcoming elections, the position of the People's Action Movement, and the solidarity, he said, they still have between PAM and CCM. And so over the next few weeks, it's going to be a very interesting period of time leading up to the next elections, and we certainly will have many opportunities to speak to various candidates about their positions. This is Glenn Batt at the Robert L. Bratcher International Airport, reporting for SK Newsline.